from 25th Street, where a man has been walking up and down my street looking for a man named Philip McCracken. This is Kurt Berglund with a Pine Tar Baseball Top 100 update for Saturday night, May 30th, 2020. Well, the voting continues. We have a little bit more than 24 hours for you to submit your votes. Pine Tar Baseball is working on the top 100 set. This is a set of cards for the players that you want to see with projected stats for the 2020 season. The top 100 players, many of them, most of them actually, are being voted on by you, and we're listening to your votes. We guarantee your top 30 vote getters will be in the set. The voting is starting to come together. It's very exciting to see who people want to see in this set and who they don't, obviously. And so we have a little more than 24 hours for you to get your votes in to my email, which is berglundkurt@gmail.com, and I will put it in the description for this video right below. When you vote, you can vote once per email address, and you can vote for any 10 players that you want. These are active players with projected stats. We're using 4 different websites to piece together what seems like their 2020 season will be or would have been, depending upon your particular point of view. So we're putting that list together, we're watching the votes come in, and we're looking at the players that we need to fill in for positions. So what's going to happen is we're calling this the top 100 set. We have 104 cards available. These will be cards on playing card stock, thick ones like you have for your Pine Tar 1979 World Series set, or the Legends set, or several others that Pine Tar sells on their website, ttlbaseballgame.com, ttlbaseballgame.com. But it's going to be more than 100 players. This is a 104 card set, 26 National Leaguers, pitchers, 26 American League pitchers, 26 National League position players, 26 American League position players, for a total of 104 cards. You'll be able to create 4 complete teams from this set. We guarantee your top 30 vote getters will be created in the set, and there will be at least 4 players per league per position. So 4 American League catchers, 4 National League catchers, and so on. But in many cases more, because as you know, the great players of today, many of them play multiple positions. And of course, that's especially true in the outfield, but that's not only true in the outfield. Speaking of the outfield, we haven't talked about outfield voting yet. I want to give you an idea of who the leaders are in each league and who's a little bit on the bubble and who needs help. Let's start with the National League. The leaders in the voting are sort of clustered. They are Ronald Acuna Jr., Charlie Blackmon, Michael Conforto, Christian Yelich, Bryce Harper, and Mookie Betts are the top 7. vote getters right now. Oh, 6 vote getters right now. Probably going to take 8 outfielders for the set. So there's a whole lot of folks, including Starling Marte, Kyle Schwarber has gotten a lot of votes, Andrew McCutchen, Tommy Pham, Lorenzo Cain, Jason Hayward has gotten some votes and is up there in the voting as well. So there's, and a number of others are within striking distance, within 5 votes of being in the top 6. But the top, and Juan Soto is also on the bubble. So Acuna, Blackmon, Conforto, Yelich, Harper, and Betts are the 6 at the top. But probably going to take 8, and so there's a scramble for the last 2 spots. And so we'll see how that kind of shakes out in the next 24 hours. In the American League, Mike Trout is the number 1 vote getter in the whole thing right now. Clearly the most popular player. Trout, Springer, Judge, JD Martinez, and Austin Meadows has gotten a lot of support. So the top 5 in the American League are those: Meadows, Springer, Trout, Judge, and JD Martinez. Then there's a group behind them, including Jimenez, Benintendi, Verdugo, Kepler, and Trey Mancini are all on the bubble as well. Malik Smith, also interesting, from the Mariners, in the bubble. All those players are within 5 of making the American League cut of 8 outfielders. And in my experience, certainly was the case with the Pine Tar Baseball Great Team set. Certainly is the case that sometimes folks you don't expect come up on the outside in the last 24 hours or so and end up doing well and getting in the mix. So those are the outfielders currently in play. Here's what's happening. Voting ends. Voting to my email, berglandkurt@gmail.com, ends tomorrow night at midnight. After that, on Monday, we put the list of players together. We work on the data, and we start producing the cards. And this set will be one that you will be able to order, I hope, pretty quickly after voting is done, but I need a few days to put the cards together. Top 100 players from currently active players for Pine Tar Baseball. Your voting has about, 20, well, as of right now, about 26, 27 hours left to go. On Monday, I will post a YouTube update with a list of the players in the set. The cards won't be done, but I'll know who the players will be, and I will list them for you, and we'll talk about the 2 leagues, the American League side and the National League side, and the 52 players that will be in each. These are all-star teams, but they're more than all-star teams because we're making actual teams of 26 players. And so you'll have 4 complete teams that you can put together however you would like to create a league or a tournament that you can play with Pine Tar Baseball. All teams will be represented, whether you vote for them or not. whether they're on the ballot or not, we'll make sure that every franchise in Major League Baseball has at least one representative in the 104 card set, and the vast majority of them will have many more than that. If you're interested in Pine Tar Baseball, but you don't know a lot about it, you can download a free PDF of the game, including 4 free teams, at ttlbaseballgame.com. ttlbaseballgame.com, and you can get everything you need to try out the game for yourself before you buy. If you're a member of the Pine Tar Baseball Facebook page, and I encourage you to do so, you can download a free 5th team that is a Negro Leagues team. That team is the 1934 Philadelphia Stars, who won the Negro Leagues World Series that year over the Chicago American Giants, and have many iconic Negro League stars on it. That team's also free. You can download it and a PDF in telling you about the team on the Pine Tar Baseball Facebook page. Or, the other thing you could do, if you want a copy of the Philadelphia Stars, email me and I will be happy to send it to you at berglundkurt@gmail.com. So those are 5 free teams that you can get, 4 off the website and 1 from the Facebook page or from me to try out Pine Tar Baseball. The other thing I want to tell you about really quickly before we go is that if you haven't checked out the Pine Tar Baseball Kickstarter for the greatest Negro Leagues teams set, the great team set for the Negro Leagues, that is now on a Kickstarter, you should do that. Information about that is also available on our Facebook page, or I can send you the link if you email me at berglundkurt@gmail.com. These are 11 teams with a 12th bonus team in the mix that are the greatest Negro Leagues teams in history. We've created the set. We're just waiting for folks to decide they want to buy it on Kickstarter for the deal that we're offering. This is a set of Negro Leagues cards, also on playing card stock, and will be ready for you at the end of the Kickstarter. So there's a lot going on right now with Pine Tar Baseball. There are also very, very recently, like within the last 6 weeks, recently released great team sets of the 2010s and the 1990s for Pine Tar Baseball. There's a franchise all-star set. There's a great team set from 1964 through 1989. So there's a lot going on. And there's a lot available for you for Pine Tar right now. ttlbaseballgame.com. Join the Facebook page. Check out the Kickstarter. And send me an email with your votes. And if you'd like the Philadelphia Stars emailed to you, let me know that as well. I'd be happy to send them out to you. So there's a lot going on, but the most important thing to do right now is to think about your votes for the top 10, for the top 100 set. Your 10 votes for the top 100 set, get those to me so we can add those to the mix and figure out who's going to be in this set and not. This is based on projected performance for these players, so you'll get a chance to see how they would be doing right now if they were actually playing, by getting your hands on this set. It's a very exciting time for Pine Tar Baseball. We hope you'll join us. My name's Kurt Berglund. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. More to come on Monday when I give you the selection show for the cards that will be in this set. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. So long, everybody.